What is going on, everybody? We got the USFA League State of Address for the month of July. It's going to be a fun ride here as we go into some more topics pertaining to the league and to what the future holds. Got the two main men with me, First Fray and league owner Caboose in the booth. How are y'all both feeling? I'll start with you first, Fray. How you feeling?
Doing pretty good. Can't complain about a chill Saturday night.
Cannot complain at all. Trying to get some buckets, man. I see you form a team plan tonight. How you feeling about that?
Oh, we play tonight?
Wow. Pay attention.
What do you mean? I don't know. I feel great. You know?
Pay attention to the league, man. Even though you're playing still there technically. You're playing still there technically. But your former team you ran, like Arizona is playing tonight, yes. But yeah, shout out to them. And we also have league owner Caboose here as well. You hear him laughing in the background, cackling. What's going on, player? How you feeling?
That was brutal. That was gold. Please, someone clip that. That's what you said.
I can't stand y'all sometimes, seriously.
I'm doing good. I just tried one of those new Arizona hard teas, so I'm doing real good.
Well, it's good to have you both here again for another one. Looking forward to this one and the next one, but this is a big one. We got a lot of topics to go on in this. So without further ado, Caboose, you can start off with the first topic of the evening.
Yeah, so before we started this on, we went ahead and we did a rulebook overhaul. I'm going to try and do these maybe twice a year, once every 6 months, just make sure everything in the rulebook is up to date, up to par, and that we're keeping our rules as clear and concise as we possibly can. It's important to us that we keep our rules up to date so that there's no confusion. It keeps our DMs clear of weird questions of, hey, why is this thing here when it doesn't exist? So if you want to view those changes, go ahead and you can check them out on our forum. It's at the I believe the top, not the top, but under the headquarters, you'll see the first tab is the rulebook. So you can check out those changes there.
Very nice.
Do you guys have anything to say on that at all?
I guess if anyone in the league, if you're reading through that and you see any inconsistencies, then just feel free to DM one of us and we can either get that fixed up or help you know that it is actually a rule.
Yeah, don't be like Turts and try to find loopholes like the minute you think you figure it out. We're trying to make it fair for everybody, but we'll just make fun of Turts real quick. That's like a monthly, daily, secondly thing with us. So yeah, so shout out to you guys. Well, definitely want to make it as fair as possible. And most of it is just because we're switching from, well, all the way switching from Axis and how we did things in the Axis era to how we are in Madden. Everything's going to be different in some way, shape, or form. So just want to make sure that it's looking good on that side for you guys so you know where to look if we're not around.
Yep. I think the next order of business that we're going to have here is the hot topic, the one that no team owner or GM ever likes to hear, expansion. Yep, so over the course of these next two drafts, the Season 9 and Season 10 entry drafts, we're going to have a whopping, I think, 250 total players come in. And obviously, we don't expect all of them to come in and be active contributors to teams. I think I can expect maybe 50 to 60% of them to come in. But there's going to be guys that don't want to. Even still, that's a lot of players, so we're going to expand to accommodate them. this will be the last time we expand until we get at least, I'd say, a 75% active user rate across all of our teams. If we can achieve that, then we'll look at expanding again. But until then, this is how the upcoming expansion will work. So the two expansion teams will have an expansion draft. Each current team will have 7 total protections, so they can protect 7 total players on their roster, and they will basically, from there, after they've protected their players, anyone that hasn't been protected will go in, and the expansion teams will have, I believe it is going to be did we say 4 or 5 round expansion draft?
Was 4 round.
I think it's 4.
4 rounds?
Yeah, 4.
Okay. So it'll be a 4 round expansion draft in which the expansion teams can draft whoever they want. And then obviously they'll go and do the regular draft. After any one team loses up to a maximum of 2 players, they can't be selected from anywhere, just as a means of protecting teams from getting absolutely decimated. So, you can only lose 2 total players if you once you lose those 2 players, you're done. None of your players are able to be selected anymore. As for the picks, they will be entered into the draft lottery, and we have yet to determine where they will be placed. Likely, probably in the middle, so as not to undervalue the, teams that placed at the bottom. No, they are not going to get first pick stack. Why would you explain that? Why would you say that?
What do you mean? Oh no, you're talking about I think first round picks, my bad. Yeah, they're getting first round picks. They're just not going to be the first overall. They'll be in between the playoffs and the playoffs.
So you guys are going to get you guys are going to get put in the draft lottery, and I think your percentages are going to be kind of in the middle of the bottom 2 teams and the top 2 teams that didn't make the playoffs. Is where we're going to place the 2 expansion teams. So you guys should be looking at a combined 30% chance for getting first overall.
If they get it too.
Yeah. And like I said, after this, there won't be expansions until we hit vast majority of teams are active users. Ideally, I'd like it to be 100%. I understand we don't live in a perfect world, so we'll play that out as things go. But don't expect any more expansions for a while. Is there anything I didn't touch on there that you guys want to go over?
I think we covered everything that we talked about.
Best luck to the new teams coming in. Going to be fun calling them and seeing the new looks. I already have one of them on its way. Hint, hint. So can't wait to see it actually debut for the rest of the crew. Going to be fun, Red.
Yeah. We will be revealing those teams. We will be revealing who they are, what conference they'll be in, all that fun stuff during the playoffs, during the conference finals. So.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
And then giveaways, I believe. If this was a stacks thing.
Yeah, so just to try to help get some more views and to get more activity in the chat, all the good stuff. Want to start debuting some giveaways available for you guys. It could be a vast majority of things. I know one of them is being for a sub, like a monthly sub there. Just like make sure y'all don't get clogged up with ads. And there's a whole bunch of things we can add, like TPE, like one-time TPE type things. And we're still finessing and making sure that everything is good. So like it's balanced and everyone has a chance. And we're still making a few rules just to make sure like the same people don't get it every time and stuff. Still making that possible. Just keep that in mind as we go to more Twitch games. We should see a little bit more of that. Happy to do that as well. So make sure you get your people in the chat, get active, get hype, and you'll surely be rewarded for said activity. So thanks again.
Yep. First, Fred, is there anything else you wanted to add to that?
Nope, nothing to add.
Cool. Alright, so we touched on the rulebook, we touched on expansion, we touched on the giveaways. Was there a fourth thing that we needed to go over, or that you guys wanted to go over?
Yeah, that was one other thing. We're planning on putting together a league survey of the sorts, and that'll be just various questions about the league, how you're enjoying it, maybe some pain points that you hope can be improved. We don't really have a timetable on when we'll release that, but we'll send that out. Probably be some sort of PP reward for completing it, pending Caboose's approval. But just be on the lookout for that.
Definitely. Want to make sure that the league is good for you guys. If it ain't for y'all, there isn't any us. So, like, we want to gauge the crowd a little bit. If there's anything presentation-wise, if you want to let us know how much Caboose sucks, I mean, I tell them every day. But if you want to say that in there, that's perfectly fine. I mean, just help us out. So help us out so we can help you guys out. We want to make this the best league as we possibly can. And want to make sure that you're all enjoying your time here as much as possible. So it'll be great for you guys to help out on that. And then, yeah, let's get it.
All right. Well, I'm going to take this moment out and just turn this over to you guys, see if you have any questions currently. I don't see anything in the admin questions area, so if you have a question, feel free to shout it out. We'll get to them as we can. I'll leave that open for a couple minutes here.
Yeah, I seen Doc Boone. He asked earlier in the chat, like, what's the active user right now? I kind of guess the number said it was around 20 to 30%, but I don't know if you guys had an more accurate number.
I don't have a technical percentage right now, but I'd say every team has at least 4 to 5 active users on their team, at least.
And that's a real good deal because a lot of teams, they've picked up players during the season and they've been pretty good from what I've seen. I'm liking what I've seen from them, so it's been very helpful seeing those people come in. And yeah, I think it's about right around like 3 to 5 people like per team is actually talking, chatting. So that's a sag. Oh, never mind.
Well, you got 3 hours out of that.
I don't know how you got out of that. Will we be getting custom defense books in season 9? I have the form so you can actually make it. So you can actually get the base made and then I just create it for you. I haven't actually factored that into it quite yet. I still want to tweak it some more just to make sure that it's balanced and everyone is able to get whatever plays they want. But as of right now, the NFL defensive playbooks, or at least the setup that we currently have, isn't broken from what I've seen. So we might just stick for offense for now until like we get the good to go for everyone else in the in the back end. If First Fray and Caboose want to go defense, and I think it's to a point where we can actually implement it and make it fair for everyone, I don't see why we shouldn't have it.
Yeah, I think a better timeline for defensive playbooks is somewhere around season 10.
Yeah.
Maybe not season 9 though. And actually, I do have one more minor thing to talk about. If there's no questions to answer.
Yep.
But I had a meeting with our web developer. I believe it was 2 weeks ago now, something like that. Something like that. So, probably 2 weeks ago. And I got to see our website that is in development. It is coming along. I don't know if it's necessarily going to meet our expected deadline of start of season 9, unfortunately. I know by the start of season 9 we will have something. I just don't know if it's going to be quite up to what we are going to need. So I'll probably need to get another developer on that by that point. But at least by season 9, we're going to have a base that I can, at least share with you guys and show you guys that it does exist, and you can actually go visit it and all that fun stuff.
Sweet. I'm hyped for that too. Let's see if we could get away from some of our legacy sheets.
Please.
And we can look a lot more professional that way too. Like get that mode as well. Make it very much very user friendly for you guys as well to do updates and make purchases. Among other things.
Yeah, I'd love to just ditch the forums, more or less.
Yeah, that too. Like get rid of the forums. That monthly payment, and you could drop that a little bit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, back over to the questions. If anyone else has anything, please, just feel free to ask. This is open for you guys.
He said, Prim in the chat said, just one able to do look after rosters online. I feel you on that.
There's going to be a roster update coming tomorrow, probably. Or no, today's Saturday. Probably on Monday we get a roster update. So.
Hey, we tried our best to add some color in it. We tried to make it look nicer as best we could. But but they have its limitations for sure. Especially for the aesthetic side of things. I get it. But yeah, as soon as we get that site rolling, like it's going to take us to another level. But just to make sure everyone's able to update as great as they can, the owners will be able to look over the rosters, just like you said. A lot more good things coming from the pike. Just gotta stay tuned, stay patient.
Yep.
Oh, good catch.
But I think I don't see any other questions coming in anywhere, so I think we are good to go.
Okay. Well, if you have any other questions, post this podcast here. There's many podcasts. Feel free to just let us know in the chat. We still have the admin questions channel, and of course the USFA chat. Just ping us or ping Caboose. Don't ping me. You can ping First Spray. It's like, don't ping him. He'll get mad. but seriously, we'll go ahead and get this thing rolling. We got the game tonight. Arizona is going to play. Who's Arizona playing? They're playing East
St. Louis.
Yeah, there you go, St. Louis. I got confused there for a second. So that's going to be a fun game. I'm going to get that rolling in the next 15 minutes or so. Let me get something to eat real quick. And then, let's get to it. Stay safe, everybody. For Caboose and First Fray, it's your boy Stacks. And we're out here.